Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cue the Magic podcast. I am Lindsay, and I am here with my co-host.
Joel,
All right,
nothing
no,
fun today.
no funny quirks, no nothing.
No.
Oh man, okay. Well, we'll see if you come up with something next time. So yeah, welcome back. So in our last episode, we decided to rank all of the Magic Kingdom rides inside of Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. And so, welcome to the part two, everybody. This is where we're going to be ranking rides in Adventureland and Frontierland.
We also went ahead and included some of not just the attractions, but some of the little events that you could do, some of the shows, because there's not a whole lot going on between these two lands.
And just for this podcast episode, all intents and beings and whatever, all that jazz, we included Haunted Mansion with Frontierland just because it's like really the only ride in Liberty Square. So she's just going to get lumped in with Frontierland. So this may be a little bit of a shorter episode just because, like we mentioned, not that many rides going on in
There are
Adventureland and
5 in
Frontierland.
each, which is almost as many as just uh Fantasyland had,
Fantasyland,
which
yeah,
is crazy.
yeah. So, as we're recording this, we have about a week and a half until we're in Disney. But as you're hearing this,
We'll
we
be
will
in
be in
Disney.
Magic Kingdom. Yes, it'll be our first day of the trip. So, the episode after this will be our trip recap. So, we'll just go through everything that we have going on and all that we did on our trip and maybe different reservations that we tried for the first time. And we'll give a little resort review as well. Maybe that'll be a little surprise. Maybe we'll keep it for a little podcast surprise on where we're staying. Joel and I, we love to stay at different resorts, and we have not stayed at this one together. I think the only ones that we've stayed at together so far are Animal Kingdom Lodge, Saratoga Springs,
And All-Star Music.
and All Star Music. So, yeah, it's gonna be a new one on the
I mean,
roster.
technically Riviera for all of a night, but
We did stay at Riviera. I count that.
yeah.
I count that. We stayed there. We paid the
Yeah,
money. So,
that's fair.
um, maybe we'll drop one little hint. This resort will have a Skyliner, and I'm
Yes, it will.
extremely excited for that because we are the Skyliner's number one fan. So, very excited for that. If you didn't know, something Joel and I love to do is pin collect.
Yes, we
And
do. My wallet does not like it, but we
true.
do.
We have such a cute little pin board in our study, and it just we love to look back on it because it shows all of the little memories that we've made. And we basically like to collect pins at any new resort that we stay at. um we're gonna get like a 2026 pin, and if there's any like memorial, or not memorial, if there's any like holidays going on.
And we'll be going during President's Day and Mardi Gras, so there
Yeah,
might be something going on.
yeah, so like we mentioned in I think it was the past episode, either that one or the first one, we are from Louisiana. But I
Mardi Gras
was
big down here.
I was a little nervous because when I was at the dentist today, my dentist said that almost every single person she spoke to said they were going to Disney for Mardi Gras. So it is going to be extremely busy. We're very aware of that. So we're thinking maybe to use this trip. We're going to buy some lightning lanes, but we're thinking of using this trip for like to do things that we don't typically get to do, like maybe just do go visit a ton of new resorts that Joel's never seen, or
Or maybe ride some of those rides that we talked about that I've never been on.
yeah, that's a good option as well. So I'm thinking like um oh shoot, I'm losing my train of thought.
Oh no,
Oh gosh.
the train is gone.
But we will be going during Festival of the Arts, and that is something I want to do. I just want to walk around all the little art booths. Joel is a huge foodie, so he's really gonna like all the different foods, and I'm excited to try all the little sweet treats. And I I can't remember the last time I've been to Festival of the Arts, so I'm very excited. We typically go during Flower and Garden, so
Yeah, Flower and Gardens typically our go-to. We did go during well, we didn't mean to go, but on our last trip we were there very briefly during Food and Wine for
yeah, I
one
think we
whole
were there on
night.
the last day.
But I'm excited for the arts. As we both mentioned before, we are very creative people, so we're very excited for that.
Yeah, we want to get some art for our house as well. So,
Yeah.
all right. So,
Without further ado, to our listings of our top 5, because there's only 5 in each of these parks.
yep. So I guess we can start with Frontierland because, in my opinion, that's the lesser exciting of the two. So I guess we'll just start with number 5.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Hall
Hall
of
of
Presidents.
Presidents. I go to Disney for an escape from reality. I don't need to go walk around and be like, oh wow, look, the government.
That's funny. Mickey Mouse is actually our president, so he governs us. No, so I will say I think the history behind Hall of Presidents is fascinating. And for that alone, I think it's extremely cool. But we just never go to it. It's never
Yeah.
something we prioritize, and I don't even know if Joel's ever done it.
I have not. I've walked past it many times. I've seen videos of it, and it does seem interesting. But it also seems like one of those things that you're on a road trip and you just happen to drive by a place that's like, oh, look at this really cool wax museum of presidents, and you can go walk through it.
It is kind of creepy. I won't lie.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
seems like an interesting addition, but unfortunately, it's at the
Not-
bottom 5. But it did make our top 5. So
oh
you know,
hey, yep,
that's something.
it's a tough crowd. All right, so I guess we'll just jump on right over to number 4. So 3, 2, 1.
Country Bears.
Jamboree. I loved Country Bears pre-change. Now they just sing Disney songs, and I get that it's, a little bit better for kids, but where is the charm?
Yeah.
Where is the charm?
In those costumes.
It's it's missing its charm. It's missing the funniness. It's just not what it was, and that's so sad because it was such a gem. It was such a gem, and you just had to appreciate it for what it was. And yeah, but unfortunately, it's not a top favorite. But it is one of those things that I feel like is kind of notorious. The big giant, singing heads that are mounted on the wall. You just can't beat it. It's really a gem.
Yeah, I remember my first time going to Disney. I was walking around, and you see characters in costume all the time, and then there's just this giant, weird-looking bear thing, and I was just like, "What is that?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, it's Country Bears," and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, I mean they're
Okay.
scary. Like when they're walking around, those
Yeah.
things are like probably close to 7.5 feet tall.
Yeah,
They're a little spooky.
no little. They are,
They're spooky.
they're spooky, but in a weird way, that's their rustic charm.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be Frontierland without them. I feel like they're the little
Yeah.
mascots.
Agreed.
So
You know their names.
pop quiz. Oh man.
I only know them because I'm looking at the list right now.
Well, why don't you share with the class? Because I don't remember their names.
I'm gonna start with probably the most normal one, Henry.
Okay, Henry.
Big.
As you say them, it's
Yeah.
gonna come to me. Yeah.
Henry, Big Al,
Big Al. Mm-hmm.
Romeo McGrowl, Trixie,
Trixie. That's the one
Yeah.
was on the tip of my tongue. Trixie.
Terrence Shaker,
Okay.
Ernest the Dude,
All right.
and Wendell and Teddy Barra.
Okay. Well, if you ever need to have some ideas on what to name your children, I think those are some pretty solid options.
If someone names their kid Romeo McGrowl,
Listen, we have no children yet, but if we have a boy, maybe.
Mick for short, right?
Make it a family name.
Yeah, Mick for short.
Yeah. I also wanted to mention this is our first podcast episode with our new little mics that we bought.
Oh yeah, we got mics.
So give us your opinion, please. Let us know if you like this sound or if you liked how it was better. Because before we were just recording on my phone, so it was a lot of echo, and you could really hear a lot of cars driving by and stuff, and our cats being crazy. But we got some little mics.
Now you get to hear us like this.
Okay, well now Joel went and made it all creepy.
Or you can hear us like this normally.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, so both of us so far, number 5, Hall of Presidents, number 4, Country Bear Jamboree.
Yep.
All right. So let's get a move on and go to our top 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Big Thunder Mountain. Which I will say is probably, in terms of just actual like roller coaster, one of my favorites in all of Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I think these top 3, like it's a big jump because these top 3 are like probably some of the best rides in Disney World, in my opinion. Like,
yeah, not just Magic Kingdom, in Disney World.
Yeah, like
period.
I love
these rides.
Yes, and Big Thunder Mountain, I really do love it, and that's another one of those rides that if you are able to catch it right when the fireworks are going off, oh, it's spectacular. The whole ride's outside, so
not anytime soon though.
Well,
The last 3 times we've gone, it's been under renovation.
that's true.
So
It has
hopefully
been.
soon it's
I think it
done.
is gonna open soon. I'm praying because I
I
love
miss
that
it.
ride and it is really fun.
The ride is fun. The queue is great. Whether you're lightning lane or regular standby, it's
Yeah,
a really fun queue to be in.
it is fun.
Yeah.
It's a good ride, and Disney doesn't have many coasters, and I feel like this is a really solid one, and I'm
Hmm.
really excited to see what they did with the new ride and the changes that they made.
Yeah.
I saw some like concept art for the caverns,
I
but
haven't seen
are they
anything.
called like
So
rainbow caverns? Am I making that up? I don't remember. I'm gonna have to show you some pictures, but yeah,
yeah.
they're pretty good. I mean, it's a solid ride,
Hmm.
just in general. I think it's
And learning about the history behind the attraction, how they made it again on Disney Plus behind the attractions, seeing the difference and similarities between Disney lands and Disney worlds. Big Thunder, really cool.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we can move on to number
And I
two.
think this is where we differ.
Okay, well, maybe not. And I think you're going to be surprised.
I think I will.
These next two are like tied for my top rides.
They're both really great.
They're tied.
For me, there is a clear winner.
They're like so close. So I don't even, it's really
Yeah.
not even like a one and a two for me. They're both the same. I just happen to put one name first.
Yeah. Well, then
So,
I'll say mine since mine are clearly different because I have a clear winner.
okay.
For number two for me, I put Haunted Mansion.
Okay. I did too.
Oh, okay.
I did too. But like I said, it is. Okay. I'll say this. I think Tiana's Bayou Adventure is surface level a better ride. Like it has the thrill, the theming is fantastic. Like we said, from Louisiana, Tiana is my girl and I love it. It's so much fun. The song at the end, it's just so I love it. I love the theming so much. You feel like you're there in the bayou with them. But I have a nostalgic feeling for Haunted Mansion and it is one of my top favorite rides, if not my favorite ride. One, just because of the history behind it. And every time I go in there, I feel like I see something new. And also, I'm just like a girl that loves like spooky things, like Coraline and The Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride were like all my favorite movies growing up. So I've always just had that little soft spot of like spooky things in my heart. But I think it's so cool. But I will let you get into why you think Haunted Mansion is number two.
See, for me, it's not that I think that it deserves to be number two, but that Tiana's deserves to be number one.
Fair.
It's just that Tiana's had been scheduled to replace Splash Mountain, and Splash Mountain was such an infamous ride with big shoes to fill, and I feel like it delivered. The theming of it was really well done, even though most of the ride, like especially like the drop, it stayed the same, but the theming of it was really well done. The animatronics, the displays, the music, everything about it is just so good. Not to say that Haunted Mansion isn't, because Haunted Mansion is a really good ride, but I feel like I enjoy riding Tiana's more. Especially, I mean,
It's just
little
such a fun ride.
it is. And I mean, I always have fun on Haunted, but I always have fun and look forward to that drop on Tiana's.
Yeah, I just love the theming. I think I love the route that they chose to go because some people were saying that the drop should have been like the Dr. Facilier part where it's like, "Oh, you're ready," you know,
My
and
man needs
that
representation.
would have been really cool. But I like that they like extended her story.
Yeah.
Cause like she would be chilling in the bayou with the gators and all the animals and
Oh yeah.
having a big cookout and stuff like that. Like making food for everybody and like having a big party and like it feels like they're celebrating Mardi Gras and like
Yeah. It's
I just love
continuing the
that.
story and not just telling the same part of it in the movie.
Right. But like they're not just theming it based off of the movie. They're extending her world. And I
Hmm.
really like that part of it too.
Yeah.
But
I mean, also we are biased from Louisiana. It's
yeah,
nice to
and like I
have a
said,
ride.
Princess and the Frog is one of my favorite Disney movies. So um but okay, so I guess that's our one and our twos.
Yeah.
But Haunted Mansion, like I said, I just love the history that goes into it. The Hatbox Ghost. I love how in like different countries and the different theme parks they had to theme it differently because some parts of the world don't find ghosts scary. and so they had to get really innovative on how they were going to transform it. I also just heard or saw that you can now get married at the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland.
That is so cool.
Yeah, Disney weddings. If we ever renew our vows, I
Yeah.
think we should
Till
do
death
it.
do
Till
us
death
part.
do us part,
Yeah.
baby. We're in this till the end.
Yeah.
But I think that's just so cool. And
Mhm.
I don't know. I think it's just like a staple for me. And it's so good. Like this it's so innovative. The stretching walls, and there's so
Well, I
many
think that's the
different.
big thing about it is that it's a good attraction, but it did so much for Imagineering
Yeah,
moving
yeah.
forward.
If you're
They
interested in the Imagineering side of things, I definitely recommend going watch Behind the Attraction and the Imagineering story, because it just goes into so much, and it's so
I
cool.
feel like we mentioned it almost like 2 or 3 times at least every episode. We're not sponsored. We're just very,
Yeah.
very big fans.
But that is like my favorite part of Disney, is learning the behind the scenes and learning how things work and how they came up with it. And yeah, I just think it's so interesting.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, going back to Tiana's, the height of Tiana's is almost exactly half the average height of Louisiana,
Really?
which is funny because Tiana's is supposed to take place underground, and it is still half as high as most of the state.
Oh, yeah, we don't have a lot of elevation here.
No, our average height is 100 feet, and Tiana's drop is 50. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I guess that would be considered the top, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. All right, well, now I guess it's time to move on to Adventureland,
Yep.
which I will say I think it has a little bit more fun rides, but
No, I think Frontier has more fun rides, but I think the theming of the actual land itself in Adventureland is better. I feel more
yeah,
immersed.
yeah, no, I guess
Frontierland, the rides are better, but it feels so spread out. Each place is different. But Adventureland, you walk in, and you're like, okay, this is like I'm going on an adventure. The theming here is really well done.
yeah. Wow, that's mind blowing. I feel like I'm going on an adventure in Adventureland, baby.
Wow,
Strap in,
who would have
strap
thought?
in.
Quote
No.
that. Adventures in Adventureland.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I guess we'll just start with number 5.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Enchanted
Swiss
Tiki
Family
Room.
Treehouse. Okay, well, I guess I'll start. This is just another one of those things. I don't ever go out of my way to do it. It's not even really a ride. You just go and it is cool. You know, I think it's cool to go and see it maybe once in a while, but it's not a must do. It's definitely not compared to some of the others on this list.
That's why I put Enchanted Tiki Room here. Never did it. Never really felt interested in doing it. It seems like it's just there.
So I have a Disney like theme TikTok, and I ranked on the TikTok. I ranked the rides in Adventureland, and I put Tiki Room pretty low. I got some heat. People ride hard for Tiki Room, so maybe we need to go and check it out this time.
Maybe we
See,
should.
that's what I'm talking about in this trip in February. Maybe we can do that we don't ever do.
Yeah, maybe enough people are like, maybe that's not something worthwhile. Let's go do something else, and we'll be like, no, we're going.
Well, people are saying it's really good for like AC.
Oh, I guess that's also fair. Yeah, because
So
Adventureland is very open. So
yeah,
yeah.
yep. All right. Well, that is my number 4 is Enchanted Tiki Room.
Mine is Aladdin carpet rides.
Oh.
Yeah, very very
Okay.
stereotypical amusement park attraction.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be much going on there.
Yeah.
Never a wait, which even for a basic attraction is saying something. It's
Yeah.
like even the carousel sometimes you have to wait, but
Yeah.
there is never
Yeah, I
a
never
wait
really
for this one.
never really see a line outside Aladdin. And if there is one, it's not
Yeah,
it's not big.
which is a shame because that the whole theme that it's based off of is so good.
Yeah.
You know,
I do
everything
feel
about
like Aladdin and Jasmine deserve
They deserve more
some
than
love. They
yeah.
deserve a better ride.
The Morocco Pavilion in Epcot for Jasmine is more than what they get from Aladdin's carpet, but that's still not enough.
Yeah.
They need an actual pavilion for Agrabah. Give us a good ride for that. Give us something with Genie. Genie's such a fun character.
It would be cool if they had like one of those, like you're on the magic carpet, but like a roller coaster type ride, like going through this
No,
sand
give us a
inside.
Ratatouille-esque ride where you're on the magnet things that just go around the room, and
that's
you're on the
smart.
carpet, and you can just use the screens.
Yeah,
Well, I
like
guess kind of like Rise of the Resistance, where you go into the chamber and you can just show a little display. And it
yeah,
just moves around and stuff like that. That would be easy.
yeah, No, that'd be cool.
Or do a theater in Soren that's like, yep, you're on the magic carpet flying around Agrabah.
Do 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 do.
Hey, I'd write it.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
That's some good ideas. Joel's
yeah,
very creative. He has a lot of ideas on how
yeah,
how Disney could spruce up their parks a little bit, and we
yep,
will make some episodes on some of those ideas.
yep.
Um,
Imagineering with Joel.
but but yeah, I mean, number four, Enchanted Tiki Room, like we kind of touched on, not a major ride for us, and but
Maybe that'll change.
maybe that'll change. Hey,
Yeah.
maybe that'll change. Going into number 3.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1.
Swiss
Aladdin's
Family
Magic
Treehouse.
Carpet. Pretty much for the same reasons Joel just said. I feel like they deserve a little bit more than a little rinky-dink lever ride. And if I'm gonna ride one, I'm gonna ride Dumbo at night.
Yeah, absolutely.
We just don't ever go into Adventureland at night. Besides when we went to the oh my gosh, what's it called? Beacon Barrel.
Oh
We went there on
my
our
God,
last
that
trip.
was so good.
It was good.
Yeah.
I say that the theming was really really cool. I didn't really like my drink that much. I got like it was the mocktail or like the non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
It was like the one with the chocolate coin. I felt like I was drinking like hot chocolate water, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Joel really liked his though, and he got a cool little souvenir.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, it was really cool theming though. Maybe we
Yeah.
need to go into
Adventureland
Adventureland
at
more
night.
at night. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we don't really venture on that.
Maybe
side
then
of the
we'd
park.
feel more like Aladdin and Jasmine on the carpet right at
Yeah,
night.
do 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 do.
Yeah, maybe so. But no, for my number 3, I put Swiss Family Treehouse because I love tree houses.
Period.
Yeah, literally.
All right,
I love,
yeah.
I love
all
tree
right.
houses.
You don't
I
have to
mean,
explain yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, tree houses rock.
I mean, yeah, they rock more so than a magic carpet ride that's supposed to feel super enchanting, and you're just going up and down on a lever, and just like, oh wow.
There's a camel that spits at you.
Yeah, in which might seem kind of blasphemous because I gave Aladdin's carpet ride and many of the other attractions in Fantasyland heat for being a very stereotypical
You mean
attraction.
Dumbo?
Well, Dumbo, the teacups,
Yeah,
the carousel.
You said you gave Magic Carpet Ride heat in Fantasyland. Did you mean Dumbo?
And the other attractions in Fantasyland. I did not mean Dumbo though, because Dumbo was in my top 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well then,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah. No, the other basic ones.
Continue,
and
King.
tree houses are, I feel, a very generic thing, right?
Oh, I get what you're saying now. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
Tree houses are just great. They're cool. I mean, who doesn't love a nice tree house to go walk around in? And
Yeah.
it is a little break because there's never much of a wait to go.
I've
You're
seen
in
it
the
busy a
shade, at
few
least.
times. I've seen it busy, but you are in the
Yeah.
shade for the most
You're in
part.
the shade, so and you get to look down on everyone again. And who doesn't love looking down on people?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Period.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess we will move on to number 2.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1.
Jungle
Cruise.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is another one of those things. I'll try to get a lightning lane for it if possible, but Joel hadn't ridden it until our last trip. And so it was at like 20 minutes, I want to say. And I was like, okay, it's kind of low. Let's go hop on it. And as soon as we got into the line, it bumped up to like 60 minutes. I don't know what happened, but
well,
we
also,
were
not
stuck
to mention,
in
it seemed like every group or every other group in the lightning lane was like a party of 12.
Yeah.
So with like every other boat, it was just
full.
one
It was like
party.
one party.
And they were down 2 boats.
Yeah, the boats were like kind of moved to the side. I think they were.
But
maybe
it
having some...
wasn't Jungle Cruise.
It was Jingle Cruise,
and that was great.
was fun. That was fun. I love the little theming.
Our
but once
skipper
again,
especially was
Jungle
fantastic.
Cruise was one of those that is one of the original rides, and I just think that's so cool. I love the history, and I think once you learn about it and then you go on the ride, it just has so much more meaning. Also, I wanted to say, if anybody has any recommendations of books to read about Disney history, I watch Disneyville podcast with Jessica and Tyler Braun, and they talk about books a lot. So I might check some of those out. But if there's any more that you'd like to recommend, please let me know, because I am super interested in learning the history. But yeah, I don't know. Jungle Cruise, it's one of those I'm okay if I don't ride it type things. But we waited in the sun for so long, and it was so hot. We went in November, and it was like 90.
Right before it, we had stopped at Starbucks, got us each a large drink, got in line because we're like, it's 20 minutes, we'll be in and out. And halfway through that queue, we both needed to go use the bathroom.
I had to pee so bad.
And we were like, okay, we've waited 30 minutes in here. We're at the very back of the queue. So even if we were trying to get out to go use the bathroom, we'd have to fight through all these people.
Yeah,
We
it
were
wasn't
like, we
worth it.
had to just struggle and wait through
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I do think if you can ride it, it's worth riding.
Yeah.
But not a top, not a top for
Yeah.
me.
Also,
But
controversial idea from me. I feel like Jungle Cruise should somehow be moved to Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom, I feel, needs some more attractions, and Jungle Cruise is such an easy way to go give them one.
yeah, but I feel like it's such a core part of Magic Kingdom. I feel like that would be a huge upset. Also, we had this discussion the other day. Animal Kingdom thrives off of its animals. Like that is the attraction, is
Yeah.
all of the animals. And so I feel like if you brought it there, people would be
Bringing fake animals.
pretty upset. Not
Yeah.
even fake animals, but just like I feel like it makes Adventureland Adventureland. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Gives it that little charm.
Yeah.
And that was Walt's vision, Joel. You can't change it.
That's fair.
Mickey's gonna arrest you.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
All right, well, I guess that tells us we have the same number one, which as it should. This is one of my favorite rides.
This is such a good attraction.
But I guess
the ride itself is great. The thematic of it is great. The smells are fantastic.
All right, well, if you don't know what we're talking about, I guess we'll reveal it. 3, 2, 1. Pirates of the
pirate.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, I mean, once again, also a classic. I think it's
a great people mover. It is constantly moving. It's large amounts of people going. So even when it says that there's a really long wait, it does not feel that long.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that way. And like Joel said, the smells, the ambiance, like that's one of the ones I like to do right when we get to Disney because it just makes me feel like, okay, I'm at Disney World.
It's also a great one to do at night. Just because you walk out and you feel like you're still kind of in that scene.
Yeah.
Because everything is dark around you. Unless it's that one time where we went with your niece and the stroller got moved because the cast members just moved all the strollers. And that was
terrifying. Yeah, I thought I had lost my sister's very expensive stroller with all of our very expensive souvenirs in there.
Yep.
But I have a little trivia for you, Joel.
Oh.
I think, okay, I can think of 3, and another one may come to me. There are 3 rides in Magic Kingdom that were rides before they had a movie. Can you name all 3 of them?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
Jungle Cruise.
Yes.
And I'm trying to think of what else has a movie that would have had a ride first. Oh, Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion. Yep. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, this one's gonna be a little bit shorter today. We are pre-recording because obviously we will be in Magic Kingdom, and I'll probably be.
We'll probably be on one of these rides we talked about.
Yep.
Actually, more than likely.
Hoping it's gonna be Pirates.
Yeah.
Or Tiana's.
Well, as many rides as we talked about in our last episode, all of the heavy hitters, for the most part, are in today's episode.
That's true. Yeah, those.
Because if we go to Disney and we don't ride Pirates or Tiana's or Big Thunder, which we can't right now, or Haunted Mansion, something feels off.
Yeah, no, those are definitely ones we like to prioritize.
Because the other big ones are Tron, Space Mountain, and I guess just because it's your favorite, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've ridden Winnie, though. To be honest with you,
but much smaller offering, even including just the experiences and not the attractions themselves. There's 10 total, and 4 of them are some of our favorites in all of the parks.
Yeah,
I think that's saying something.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think that's so. They don't offer many. It's more about quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying?
And it does have our favorite, Country Bears.
Country Bears. We do need to go and watch it again because I feel like, like we said, this trip's gonna be for stuff we don't typically get to do, and that may be more enjoyable. And we may switch how we do Disney. No, I don't think we'll ever switch how we do Disney. But yeah. So like I said, at this point, I might be eating a churro or having a little Mickey cream cheese waffle. So
or one of those Dole Whips in the Aladdin.
Oh,
area.
it's so good. It's so good.
The fact that the Dole Whip stand is better than the Magic Carpet rides. I mean, come
Oh
on.
my gosh. Joel's got gripe with magic carpets.
Yes, I do.
But thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you stayed and made it to this point. And if you did, give us a like, give us a follow. We have
All those fun things.
episodes streaming on YouTube at Cue the Magic Podcast and on Spotify at the same name. And we also have an Instagram account, Cue the Magic Podcast. And we hope to see you in the next one. See you real soon.
Bye, guys.